The DuckWarriorLily Lore video, audio, by DuckWarriorLily. My name is DuckWarriorLily. I grew up in a mansion near a forest in the Kingdom of Suits. My parents were very wealthy people, and I never really knew that they held a lot of the kingdom's power. I mostly played video games and read books all day. The games were challenging, but I grew enjoyment from learning how to overcome their obstacles. It became like a second nature to me. Once my parents had a business deal, and I had a playmate for the day. I was excited to share my games with them right up until I gave them the controller. They said the game was too hard and not fun. When they left me in the library, I wasn't completely surprised. I guess I should have picked something easier considering I had a seemingly infinite amount of games and infinite books. Then again, I had grown so accustomed to finding wacky and out-of-the-box methods, it was second nature for me to die a lot and figure out in some weird way that wasn't too hard for me. But since my parents were having a very important meeting, and I could still potentially have a friend to play with, I was hoping to find a games guide. Just, it would have been easier if I put my books back where they belonged. In 10 minutes, my life completely changed. Prior to this, I had known a life of feeding the ducks in the pond, sometimes playing outside near the forest, listening to my endless music CDs with all genres from the library, and a whole world of words and books and pixels on a screen. The first book I stumbled upon was a photo album with my sword instructor. I liked him because if I ever did something that held me back, he'd point it out and try to teach me how to use it to my advantage. It always made me feel accepted, and if it was something I needed to stop doing, he'd make me aware of it, and by being aware of myself like that, it helped me gauge what I was capable of in the moment. The second book had a very strong man on the front, and a pretty cute woman, so I opened the book, and I turned the page, and I turned the page. Now's not the time for this kind of book. The third book was the most unique. It left a mark on me. All it said was Gregory, so I opened it, and thought I saw two key-like structures. One completely dark and black like obsidian if it didn't shine. The other was illuminated. Rays of orange and gold yellow light bounced in fractals around it, mesmerizing me. My eyes turned back to the dark one, feeling my presence sucked into it, yet it was me, because suddenly, I was falling. The walls of the library were gone, and all I could see was the darkness. But it felt warm, and simultaneously, I was in the light. Warm, welcome, and safe. Yet I was struggling, surviving in the dark. Time was melted from me, and I began to be in 2 places, no 4, 5, 10,000 places and times at once. A voice in my head. This is okay, but I will show you more. We have a duty to uphold. Who is we? What is the duty? Now a serene and purple temple rested in front of me. Its doors once must have been the honor of a giant spawn. Even though it was a site like a 1,000-year-old redwood, where I placed my hand it yielded and let me in. Ah, so you've come back. Who is this? I don't know this person. I just met this hooded figure. Is he mistaken? How could I know his name is Malachi? And like that, all the knowledge of another me flooded my mind. I saw it all, and continued to see it all. Ah, so you see the tragedy that we must stop. I just wanted to feed the ducks, I blurted out. He came to me gently, and said with tears in his eyes, I know. I saw it all. I saw the smiles of the people I had to protect. I tightened my fist. You're like a mother bear, he chuckled, still teary-eyed. I am. Surely by now you realize the presence of the Lilyverse, the many lilies that are all you, how you will work together to achieve your goal and what you must do, even if no one sees you or even thinks you. With my vessel, I will teach others the joys of fun. That's what you said 45 minutes before you got here. And I assume you'll love. With all my heart, this is my strength. Oh, I found the game guide. Where's Master Malachi? We're back at the library. And Greg beside me a floating book. Wondrous, loving, and full of the most magical and darkest of spells. My side ached out in pain like a burn, and then it stopped. We're now bound together. I darted to the restroom to make sure I was okay in the mirror. It seemed like I had a new tattoo, but I knew it was an alchemical marking. My soul was now bound with Gregory, and the keys inside him that gave him sentience. I looked closer at myself in the mirror to find my green eyes had turned one black and one white. But I've never had such heterochromia, and I don't want anyone in the kingdom to realize what's at play when I'm involved. So I cast a channeling spell to turn my eyes a brilliant blue like I'd always wished for. And just for fun, I channeled my hair blonde. Dyeing my hair different colors would never be quicker than now. I snapped my fingers and had red hot hair, cool purple hair, blue hair, and back to settling on blonde. This is fun, I giggled. But there is a lot to be done. I gathered items that had sentimental meaning. All other things I could cast into existence with the power of the keys of light and dark. My sword instructor's riddle book, the flute I hadn't played for 5 years when my parents were having me study music, and my first game console. With that, I opened a portal to the pocket dimension and created a new reality to host my new life and Gregory's. The business deal. Well, I could not stop it today. It's up to me and Gregory and the lilies to stop its negative effects on our reality. Even now, people's memories are being affected as they remember foods being spelled differently, underwear brands having different symbols, movies with actors that never existed, and anime mascots having different colored tails. Gregory, we're gonna stop any acceleration of reality collapsing events. I tightened my fist once more. No one will know, and that's how it should be as we continue to help the world smile.